Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past Final Story Challenge. I'm picking back up right where we left off. So like last episode where I just went back to the same spot, but yeah, this is the same recording session, and I'm gonna fucking kill myself if I hear the heart beeps for 5 more seconds. So yeah, let's try getting some health really quick. So last episode I did Dungeon 3 and I started Dungeon 6 because we already did Dungeon 4, and Dungeon 5 is just way easier with the item from this dungeon. So yeah, and yeah, I got the boss key, and we are going to get the cool new item from this dungeon right now. So I don't recall what's over here. What is in here again? Oh yeah, it's this big room, alright. Well, you get to see it. Again, you can just, like, avoid using the key if you just, like, warp back with the mirror, but we have enough keys for anyway, so might as well show off, like, all this dungeon has to offer, I guess. I'm gonna use our magic cape, and yeah, I didn't really show it off, I didn't really talk about it last episode, but magic cape basically lets you turn invisible and invincible, but it does cost a lot of magic, so it's not like the most useful thing, and it's basically just used for like 2 puzzles, really. Ooh, watch out for that. And now we're back into this big central room. And yeah, I know I keep like yapping about it, but I would be very curious to see how like a room like this would look in a like 3D space, really. They could probably like have better decoration because it's a little ugly, but I'm still curious. And hey, we get our first encounter with these assholes who shoot lasers. Now you can use the hookshot there, but you can barely make it if you like dash like at the bottom, so you don't need the hookshot there either. It's just easier to do it this way. Oh yeah, here is the map actually. You got the map. Press X. In my case, it's V, and yeah, pretty big place. And oh yeah, I'm only missing one room, which is like useless. So hey, pretty nice. I explored a lot more in this dungeon than I thought I would. I really don't like when they get in the doors like that, because you just have to get hit pretty much. I'm just gonna avoid those fuckers here. I'm a little scared for Vitreous because there's a chest here. There are so many keys in this dungeon, but you never like. I think it's the first time I've picked up this chest in a very long time, if ever. Because you just never need all the keys like that the game gives you. So yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna go past you. Take the cool warp with the fucked up camera angle sometimes. Ah, damn it. That was not very good. Isn't there like another... Oh yeah, it's just magic jar, right? I thought it might have been like another key, so... Wouldn't have even been surprised in the slightest. And we get into this dark room here. Get a switch, but... opens the door, but once you step off, shutter closes. But there's only statues here. Oh, what's in here? Huh? Oh, it's another rupee room. All right, not very big one. There's another like later. I forgot this room even existed. And yeah, there's no like statues to push, but with the Cane of Samaria, we can. Wrong button. We can create blocks. We can also detonate them with the same button, and it is an extremely busted item in the release version of the game, like the Japanese 1.0, because like it's basically like the X-ray scope from Super Metroid, where in regular play it's like rarely used, but it is busted for speedrunning because of how like glitchy like the effects are. Like, most certainly you can trick the game into, like, sending you to the wrong room. if you like detonate it in the door. So yeah, it's very, very powerful. Look at this little... I don't know if that's gonna hit. Oh yeah, alright. Just barely though. And yeah, bombs do slide on conveyor belts, like they do work. But in general, you don't really... But generally, if you just place it on the wall, it won't count as being on the conveyor belt, so you can just like... Yeah, like, just skip the puzzle part of like timing it. Okay, yeah, you do need to... Now we're gonna bomb the wall. And we get the weirdest little enemies. They just come out of the door, like, in a few places, and they actually tank one fighter sword hit, which... I don't know, you wouldn't expect. Like, you'd expect them to, like, die from breathing on them too hard. But yeah, no, they certainly tank the hit. Though obviously, in a regular playthrough, I mean, you would have the Master Sword, if not like a better sword, so they would die in one hit, but... It's funny to see, regardless. I'm gonna have to flee from the fire. Oh, of course it does that. Anyway, welcome to the hardest boss fight of this run, Vitreous. Why is this so hard? Well, the problem is we can't actually attack it with our sword unless we use, you know, the fucking spin attack. I forgot my words. Also, because we only have the green mail, it does 4 hearts of damage. Yeah. And it is completely immune to magic, so... Yeah, this is not gonna go well. So our best method of attack is just praying to God the hammer hitbox, like, connects. We can use the arrows, but they're not very, like, powerful, so... Yeah. This boss is brutal. In fact, we can't even get close, because then the fucking mucus is gonna hurt us. So yeah, it's a very, very hard boss fight, so I'm not gonna talk or emote much. I need to focus. Oh, and the eyes have like a ton of health, even with the hammer, so yeah, it's not very easy, even with... And yeah, we're already gonna die again. I think we might have to come back to this later, because... Eesh. Okay, arrows might be favorable. Oh yeah, it might be... We have enough arrows to where we can use them, but... I don't think the lightning hurts us that much, but I don't want to find out. You're gonna come close? Yes, you are. Very, very close, actually. Ah, damn it. I don't think it hurt the... Oh yeah, it did. It helped 4 hearts from the lightning, I can tell. Tight squeeze, clearly. Ah, the patterns. It is being very aggressive. Okay, I think we'll get it. If I play my cards right. I hope I have enough arrows. There, okay, there we go. Whew. I almost didn't get it, like that was very close to failing, but thankfully I graded all my arrows, so hey, they were useful for something. And Dungeon 6 done. Very nice. Whew. Very challenging, so yeah. But hey, very, very pleasing to complete, I will say. Hey, green dress, very cool. Linky, because of you, I can escape from the clutches of the evil monsters. Thank you. Ganon captured us because he couldn't break the seal of the wise men with his power alone. And then, using the wizard Agahnim as his pawn, he drew us to the Dark World. Yeah, so they say that like Agahnim is like his pawn, so kind of like Zant, but then Ganon himself later is gonna say that he was like his alter ego, so it's weird. Like if Agahnim is just Ganon, but obviously it couldn't be just Ganon, because then like he can get in the Light World, so then why wouldn't he just like escape and be himself? It's weird. Might be a mistranslation, I don't know. I don't think there's a localization about this game. There might be, so I'll take a look. Anyway, after cracking the seal of our powers, he sealed us inside of these crystals. He then gave us to his loyal monsters, but Ganon didn't plan on your getting this far. Translation error. Now, Princess Zelda is waiting for you inside of Eternal Rock. Please hurry. You understand? May the way of the hero lead to the Triforce. Well, she's still gonna be waiting for a bit, because even though we could go straight to Turtle Rock, I would much rather complete Dungeon 5 first, so yeah. And besides, we do have some other good loot around here that I want to get to, so I'm gonna be like cleaning up the items I know I can get like right now. And I'm just gonna do a quick whistle to Link's house. Because there is an item back in the desert that we can get, but we need to cross the... we need to be in the Dark World to be able to like reach the ledge, and obviously we can't we can't get there from the Dark World because the swamp is basically like sealed all in its own little area, so you can only get there from the Light World. Like, if you check, there is no connection there, but yeah. Now, these guys basically replace Like Light, so yeah, they try to eat your items. And yeah, they can take your shield, but interestingly, I think I'll let him. I'm just gonna show it off, because it's pretty cool when it works. Alright, now it's still my shield. We're gonna take it back. Oh, I don't want it to, oh no. Okay. It didn't despawn. That's good. I'm just gonna throw it so it doesn't like go off screen, because that's not what I want to happen. Oh. Never mind. Well, now we don't have a shield, so basically if you manage to like kill it when it's frozen, but I think I did it wrong. Basically your shield is gonna turn like blue and it looks really cool, but now I fucked it up, so I don't have a shield. Oh well, it'll be fine. I can take on dungeons without a shield. Besides, fireball shooters aren't like as dangerous in this game as they were back in like the first one, so yeah, it's not the biggest deal in the world. It's just a little annoying. Oh, rupee. I'll take that. Alright, we got another suspicious spot, so we're just gonna warp. Oh wait, no I can't. Oh, I forgot I didn't have the Master Sword, so basically there's another one. Hold out the Master Sword and we get the magic of Bombos, but we obviously don't have the Master Sword, so yeah, it's not gonna work, but it's basically another screen nuke attack, but we don't need it to enter any dungeons, so yeah, it's not gonna be like... So thankfully we don't need it to beat the game, but yeah, I will get it once we can, but yeah, for now we can't, so... A little disappointing, I know. Anyway, there's other heart pieces in the lake, I think. I know there's one we didn't collect, but I don't remember if we picked up the other one, because I think there's like two. If I recall correctly, I don't know. That being said, even if Lights weren't in the original release, in the GBA version, they actually added a few over here, like in this area, and also in the Palace of Foresters, notably. Here we get the 5th dungeon, and we cannot enter it without going to Light World first, but, you know, it's gonna be pretty easy. It's a little bit disappointing that both Dungeons 5 and 6 have the same like entry method, where you just like warp from the Dark World to them, but what can you do? Well, I'm surprised it didn't count that as invalid, but alright. Sure. Oh yeah, I did get the bottle. There's only one other bottle. I don't know if we can get it yet. I think we can, but I'm gonna wait anyway, because I don't really need it for Dungeon 5. Though that being said, I could probably use some potions, so... where else would... I think there... Okay, so... There's 2 heart pieces on Death Mountain, or like 3, I think. I don't know where the other ones are, though. Huh. I think there's one over here, maybe? I don't remember exactly where all the heart pieces are. But yeah, there might be one over here. I would not be surprised, at least. Oh yeah, this screams suspicious. Let's go down here first. Just a hint. I think it's a hint from Zelda, I think, but whatever, we don't need it. Oh, just a fountain, never mind. Okay, then it's not here, I'm just lost. Alright, whoops. My mistake. Oh, damn it. Fucking weird-ass Zora thing from Dark World. I think that's one of the few waterfalls you can actually drop down from in the Dark World, because the other ones you really can't. Oh, I know. Oh, I know where the other one is. I know exactly where the other one is. Hold on. We have to go back to Kakariko for this one, so... Though while I'm here, I'll pick up the life potions that I already used. Speaking of, we almost made them back like entirely. Like we're almost back at the. We were almost back at the full 99 rupees, so pretty cool. I think in the GB version you can get more. I'm not sure. Oh no, I know. Oh no, in the BS Zelda version you can, but I don't think you can in the GB version. I don't know, I'll check later, I guess. Why not? It is pretty funny to only have no shield, I will say. Anyway, yeah, we are going to need to go over here. Because the heart piece is... Oh please! Oh no! I'm just gonna nuke you. Fuck you, Snowgrave. The crows in the light world aren't so bad, but in the dark world they just always like home in on you. So yeah, they're very annoying, and I don't want to deal with that. So I'm just gonna murder them. Yeah, it's right here, actually. And yeah, the cave up top, like, in the light world, it's the, like, return cave from the, from Death Mountain. I just didn't use it, because I could just, like, save and quit and warp back to where I needed to be, so it's not one you'll see very often. Anyway, we just need the hookshot. And since we have the magic cape, we can get past this, which is the one thing that this cape does that our other invincibility item we'll be getting later doesn't do, so pretty cool. I'll check real quick. I think I probably did get it, but I just want to make sure. Because I mean, if the last heart piece is literally like right here, I would be so mad. Okay, no, I did get it. Alright. Good. Actually, now that we're here, I will go to the I will go to the front. We're not gonna do Dungeon 7 yet. I mean, I could, but I want to get the blue mail for that, just for like security mailing. Also because that's like usually the order I would do things in, so it was like 5 and 6, so yeah. Or 6 and 5, I mean. So I will be getting the item from here. Actually, is it this heart piece? It might be this one. Or I don't remember if there's like 2 on the... If there's 3 or 2 on this mountain, like on the east side. It might be this one. Hold on. I wouldn't be too surprised if it was this one. But I don't think so. Oh no, it is. Alright. I found it. Okay, I know exactly where the other 2 heart pieces are then, so... Yeah, I'm just gonna clear out the, like, collectible items, I suppose. You know, while we're here. Stop dashing right before I would bung the wall. Very nice. Because yeah, if you might remember, back when we first went here, there was one cave in the Dark World section of... Well, there were 2 caves, but one was just a fairy, but... There were 2 caves in this, you know, Death Mountain-like area. And I didn't go into one, so... Let's check out what it has to offer. Pegs and lots of spikes. I could make a joke about that, but I'll let you make it on your own. So yeah, we need the cape to get through this, obviously. And just add just enough, and we get the Cane of Burna. If you sing it once, the Ring of Light will protect you. And it's basically the same exact, like, concept, really. It just doesn't cost as much magic and it can hurt enemies, so it's mildly better, I guess. I mean, either way, I rarely use these 2 items, though. They can be very useful in the Ganon fight, which I think we will need because we're only gonna have, you know, the Master Sword for protection, so yeah. But yeah, if I'm not doing like a no-wait run, they're not that useful. But that being said, if we're here, I might as well go and get the other items on here. There is one we'll wait because it's not in Dungeon 7, but it's like in the... It's basically like you need to warp from one of the entrances to Dungeon 7 to get it, so we won't be able to get that, obviously, but... I'll get the other, like, Death Mountain heart piece while we're here. Might as well. There's actually a lot of caves in this part of Death Mountain, especially in the Light World, but they're not all that useful, so yeah, I'm not gonna bother with all of them. I think it's just the one that, like, sends you down. I mean, other than, like, all this there is here are just, like, they're not even heart pieces, they're just, like, rupees, which we don't really need, so, yeah. I found it's a cool area in this game. I'd say it's the last great Death Mountain where it really feels like a dangerous area and not just like, oh yeah, it's Gorons and whatever. But yeah, obviously, like, this whole east side, you really don't need to explore it much, so... It can be a little bit disappointing, really. Now, I think it's interesting that here you need to push a block so then the path is blocked. Now, the intended way to go about this is just dropping down that hole, but since the room deloads anyway, you can just go back down and cheese this a little. We just want to make sure we drop in the right hole, which is this one. I actually needed that for once. And 3 bombs. Not the most useful chests, but hey. They're nice to have. And now we can actually get to the top of this mountain. Get a little exit here. And yeah, these are the caves. We're gonna come back to those when we get into Dungeon 7 properly. For now, we're just gonna enjoy this one. There's a little bit of a hookshot maze to this, which is neat. Can I... Ah, whatever. There we go. Okay, no, you do need to navigate over here. Alright. Oh, it's just the chest. I'm dumb. And another 50 rupees. There we go. I'm just gonna let myself go down the hole, I guess. Why not? Now you may be wondering, oh, how am I floating? Well, if you use the Ether Medallion, you get to see a little path there. You can also see it if you light up torches, but since in this room there's no torches, you obviously can't do that, so... Yeah. We have a pretty complex cave system over here, actually. Though it's only like fairy... this bubble wall is fake, and the other ones are just lead to fairies, so we don't need that. And now we appear over here, and you might be wondering, well, what was the point of this? Well, if you use the mirror one last time, you get the penultimate heart piece of the game, so very cool, very cool. And you know what, even if I'm not going into the dungeon, I'm still gonna open up Turtle Rock while we're here. Speaking of, it is a little Turtle Rock this time. It looks so goofy, I love it. And also, another fun fact I learned, if you pull on this arm, you get some rupees, like the Mario portraits, so pretty cool. And yeah, the way you open this up, first of all, you lift this up, then you get a little hammer puzzle, and you need to press them in the right order. Get this, and there we go. Now you can access the pedestal, and you can just use the Quake Medallion. Which was never a problem, because you don't actually need a Master Sword to get it anyway, so yeah. Very cool effect, I'll say. Probably my favorite dungeon, like, entrance method. Now I know in some randomizers you can actually like get to here if you like they added like a ledge to the turtle's tail, so you can just like jump on, but obviously that's not in the vanilla game, so... Anyway, we're just going to completely ignore what we did, and just go back to the light world. And we're just gonna toot the whistle a little. Because we have another dungeon to get through before we get to that one. Sup, Balloon Man? Because if we go back to this island, it's a warp! And we're now in the Ice Palace area. And indeed, we are Dungeon 5, Ice Palace. So that's gonna be it for this episode. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed as always, and see ya!